This is my second video update from Yerevan, Armenia. And right now in the center of Yerevan, there is a huge water pistol fight. And from what I gather, today is a day where you have to spray water on people or dump buckets of water on people. So as you walk underneath the balconies, people are dumping water on you, and everyone has their water pistols and they're spraying passerbys with water. And this is a tradition that goes back, from what I heard, goes back thousands of years. It's like a pagan tradition. I'm not quite sure exactly what the name of this event is, but it's pretty fun. It looks pretty fun. I've been sprayed a couple of times already. So let's walk down that way, and hopefully we don't get soaked with water. And we'll talk about some news. Before I get started on my walk, let me just talk about Putin's... Oh, there we go. let me just talk about Putin's first statement with regards to cluster munitions from the U.S. being sent to the Elensky regime. And Putin said that the United States itself has previously called the use of cluster munitions a crime, and this should be treated as such. He said that the U.S. does not do this from a good life. I think this is a machine translates. I imagine it should be they don't do this from a good place, but because they have a shortage of ammunition, Putin said that Russia has not yet had the need to use cluster munitions, but if they are used against us, we have the right to mirror actions. And he said that Russia has a sufficient supply of various types of cluster munitions. So that's Putin's first statement with regards to the cluster munitions. And before I switch over to the U.S. and talk a little bit about Trump, Pence, DeSantis, I have a story here from Ukraine. And according to the Voice of America in Ukraine, Elensky is warning Ukrainians that Russia was throwing all its resources into a campaign to prevent Kiev troops from launching a counteroffensive. And the commander of the Ukraine Armed Forces in southern Ukraine reported new success in pushing the enemy out of the occupied territories. This is according to Voice of America in Ukraine. So Elensky's narrative is that, let's get walking. Elensky's narrative is that it's the Russians that are throwing all they've got into trying to prevent the Ukraine military from moving forward. Oh man, the lies of the comedian, actor turned puppet president. He's got to keep this war going. That's what this is all about. He's got to keep this war going, and he's got to keep his people propagandized and in the dark. So let's talk about what's going on in the U.S. So yesterday I did a video and I talked about Tucker Carlson's hosting of the event, the leadership summit that took place in Iowa, and how Tucker Carlson allowed many of the GOP candidates to derail their presidential run by just asking very simple questions, mostly in and around Ukraine. And we saw all the GOP candidates just completely implode as they tried to answer how they would handle Ukraine. and and uh, and Mike Pence, he I think he suffered the most because he said during the questioning from Tucker Carlson, when Tucker asked him about Ukraine and sending more tanks and weapons to Ukraine while not taking care of the American people, Mike Pence said, "That's not my concern." And so what I'll do is I'll play the full video of the exchange between Tucker Carlson and Mike Pence. To be fair to Mike Pence, to be fair to the neocon Mike Pence, because he's very, very upset, and he's saying that his comment is being taken out of context, and what's being reported with regards to his answer to Tucker Carlson is fake news. So I'll play everything that he said, and you can then decide if what he said is out of context. Before I play the video, my thoughts are that he really messed up in a big, big way, and he tried to walk it back, but he didn't do a very good job. So he said, the U.S. looking after American people is not my concern. And then he started to talk about how if he was president, he would look after the U.S. and he would secure the border and build schools and build roads. And he said the U.S. can be both a power outside of the U.S. and they can take care of the American people inside of America.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm back. I got hit hard right from one of the balconies up there. I didn't even see it coming. And I was talking about Mike Pence. And I was about to play the full video from Mike Pence at the Leadership Summit with Tucker Carlson. And I was saying that Mike Pence, what he said to Tucker Carlson, he tried to walk it back, not my concern. So he tried to walk it back a bit when he said not my concern, and he started to talk about how boy, it's dangerous here. I'm more concerned about my phone than anything else. That's what I'm really concerned about. But the phones nowadays, they have good water protection. But oh boy, good people here in Armenia. They have a good spirit to them. So yeah, he tried to correct his mistake, but he really messed up in a big way. What he should have said is, when he said it's not my concern, when Tucker Carlson asked him about fixing American cities, and he said it's not my concern. I actually think he said it twice. He should have said, right when he said that, he should have said, wait, Tucker, what I meant to say is Ukraine is not my main concern. That's what he should have said. And then he should have launched into how he's going to fix America, because that was the rest of his video answer. Anyway, let me play the video and you can get the full context of what he said. All right, I am back again, and I am going to try to finish this video out. This may be one of the hardest videos I've ever done, actually. And we'll talk about, let's talk about DeSantis real quick, and we'll finish off with Trump. And I guess it'll be, I don't know if this is a clown world from Trump, but we'll categorize it as that. DeSantis, the word is that DeSantis is running out of money, and he's starting to let people go from his campaign. And that's not a good sign. So we're pretty early on with the Republican campaign for president, and it looks like DeSantis' team is mismanaging the funds. And he has a long way to go, and he's already running out of money. So it looks like DeSantis may have to, he has to figure out how to raise more money very quick, or he's going to have to start Well, he's going to have to pull out, I imagine, sooner or later. So that's not a good sign for DeSantis. And he needs to get new people to manage his campaign. I think he has the wrong people managing things for him. And finally, let's talk about Trump. And he was speaking at, what's the event that he was speaking at? I think it's Charlie Kirk's organization, Turning Point USA. So Trump was speaking at Turning Point USA. Tucker Carlson also spoke at this event. And Tucker talked about the Coke issue at the White House. And Trump also had some stuff to say about the Coke issue at the White House and how the Secret Service is not going to investigate. They're closing down the investigation. And Trump was like, he's like, come on, man. I've been at the White House for 4 years. There are cameras everywhere. There's Secret Service everywhere, and you're telling me they don't know who left this cocaine in the White House? Trump is like, come on. By the way, Hunter Biden, they actually sent Trump a cease and desist, his lawyers, because they say that as Trump keeps on talking about this Coke at the White House and insinuating that this is Hunter Biden's Coke, that he's doing harm to Hunter and to the Biden family, and he's putting their lives in danger. So Hunter Biden is actually, well, it looks like he's thinking of taking Trump to court, of suing Trump, because Trump keeps on hinting at the fact that this Coke was brought into the White House by Hunter or someone in the Biden family. Upside down clown world. Anyway, that's the video, everybody. TheDuran.locals.com. I am I'm ending this video. Take care.